What's up, y'all? Peace and love to everybody. Peace and power. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another late night video. So tonight, I want to get personal with you guys. As a young man and as a continuous, ever growing and ever maturing young man. Okay. So I just got done watching the live stream that Bro Sanchez did. I don't know if any of you guys are even familiar with him, but if you are, shout out to you. Much love. Go support him. Go support the community. And just tap in, man, because there's always something you can learn, and it's about time we step our game up. So that's why I titled tonight's video what I did. It's time to step up our game, okay? And I say that because, in a community like Seaman Retention, yeah, man, we talk about, personal development, self-improvement. Some guys like to bring up the red pill stuff and all this and that, but we need to start diving more deep into more spiritual matters, right? The matters of the mind, the matters of our communities, right? The people that we allow to walk around and think that they can't get away with the evil deeds that they do in the dark, in the shadows. And I've never stood for that. I never quite understood a long time ago growing up why people tend to go through the things that they did, why people never necessarily, use their voice, right? Activating that throat chakra and saying, you know what, I'm going to stand for something greater than myself, right? I'm going to stand with my people, meaning not my people that look like me, all people, right? All of my brothers, right? You got some out there who are good and who are righteous, who stand for the truth, who want to protect the community, who want to really change the world, even though we shouldn't focus on that, man, anymore, because you need to change the world that you got going on within you. Right? Because like I say, like a lot of other teachers speak about, we project the outside world from within, but that doesn't mean you should get caught up in, in your brain and the mind, meaning not letting certain negative things affect you in a way to where they impact your choices. They scare you away from saying, you know what, I see someone doing wrong. I see someone doing evil, but you know what, I'm too scared. I'm too afraid of what's going to happen. I'm too afraid of people who are going to end up ridiculing me, who are going to end up telling me all kinds of opinions on what they think, why I shouldn't do this, why I shouldn't do that, why you shouldn't speak on that act of violence right there, because people are going to judge you. Man, I don't give a crap. And I never quite gave a damn what people had to say about it. Because if I see something that's going on that's not right, man, I'm going to say something, right? You've got to say something. Stand up and be a man, right? All these guys in the community talking about being a man, but no one wants to start standing up and walking straight like one, man. Right? Guys are too afraid to use their voice, right? You're a man for a reason, right? I'm still a young man, man. I'm still in my I'm only in my mid-20s, man. So y'all could probably guess how old I am, and you'll probably get it right. And I'm just starting to become more aware of what it means to be a man, right? Not just taking charge, but getting up and taking action, right? Speaking out on acts of violence, right? Because this stuff goes on in our communities all the time, but people act like they're afraid to do something, right? So if you claim to be a man, why don't you start acting like one, man? Start walking like one, because a man's going to use his voice, right? We got all this testosterone and all this masculinity guys talk about. Dudes want to go off on women and all this and that. Now I'm starting to understand why there ain't nothing wrong with being a simp in terms of, for an example, defending a woman who is getting attacked or abused by another man. Man, you can call me a simp all you want. I see that going on, I'm going to put a beat down on him, right? Because that's what a real man would do. Call it a simp all you want. People need to start really taking action, taking charge, man. Not just trying to get better and improve their life, right? Because you always have the chance to do that, but you got to step up and take it, right? We need to start talking about more deeper, relevant things, man, that are happening in the world, that are affecting people, man, on a subconscious level, on a spiritual level, right? It sounds ridiculous to some, it sounds genius to others, and it sounds like the right way, right? You choose the path that you want to go down, man. I mean, you know what I mean? So claiming to be a man, but not stepping up, doing what a man would do, how does that make you a man? If you're afraid to get up, man, and use that voice, right? You got a voice for a reason, brother. Use it. Quit being scared. Quit being terrified of what people will say to you, right? Quit caring, man, what people are going to say about you. It happens all the time. Somebody always got something to say about me, which is kind of strange, actually, because I really don't talk to people like that. I'm too busy observing what's going on around me, right? Making sure to pay attention, man, to my surroundings, to what's going on, right? Explaining to people the right way, right? Not exactly telling people what to do, but to say, hey, man, don't be afraid, man, of all this media talk, this and that, yada yada. Man, quit letting that stuff distract you. That don't got nothing to do with what you should be doing, with your mission, with your purpose in life. But putting all that stuff to the side just for a minute, man, you still need to realize that if you got all this energy, if you got all this testosterone, all this masculinity, man, quit worrying about talking smack and start building up an empire with your woman, with your friends, with your family, people who really support you. Start making a difference, man, in your community, right? Start trying to help society move forward, man, instead of back. At this point in time, it's getting ridiculous. And I'm saying this and being really just real, raw, and upfront with you guys, right? I don't try to be fancy with anything. I don't got time for that. But I understand, that I'll probably bring in more traction, but it ain't about, how many people, that I can get to do. No. It's about getting this message out and let people, hear what they need to hear and not just what they want to hear, right? Because I can tell you guys what you want to hear all day, but how are you ever truly going to get it through your head, right? That it takes more than just talking. You need to start not just looking with these two eyes, man, but with this one. Because that's going to show you, man, the truth about what's really going on. It's going to show you what's really behind this veil, right, that the world is portraying, right, that the media and, and all these bastards are portraying, because that's what they are. That's what they like to do, man. They like to distract people. They like to destroy people's lives. They like to take people's lives. It happens all the time and then pretend like, oh, it ain't that big of a deal. So we need to step up as men in these communities and start learning how to build, how to reconnect, man, with other men, with real men, right? That's why when my channel gets to a point to where, people are saying, hey, you know what? That's real. That's raw. That's the truth. That's what I want to hear. Now, of course, don't just go based off of everything I say, man. Start going out and living it, right? Because people can tell you about this all day, man, but how can you really make a difference if you're not only talking it, but you're not living it? Now don't get me wrong, man. I could be doing so much better in my life right now, but at least I get it. I'm getting the gist of what we need to do, right? The path that us men need to walk. I'm starting to realize what we got to do, man. Right? Because all certain guys in our communities want to do is talk, man. Talking and say all this extra nonsense that ain't gonna make a difference, right? People want to play games and let certain people in our communities, right, get away with the things that they think they're not gonna get caught eventually, right? What gets done in the dark eventually comes to the light, man. Now, don't get that mixed up with one of my favorite quotes that I always like to share with you guys, right? And that's when you're lost in the darkness, man, look for that light. That light's within you, man. But you have to truly want it, right? Now, sure, we can say that, but you got to start living it, guys. You got to start living it. Quit being afraid to speak up, man, on things that are wrong, right? That are just wrong, that are evil, that are vile. Quit letting people get away with these things, man. Start stepping up, man, and start walking like a man. Start talking like one, right? That don't mean just go out of your way to, necessarily talk to people a certain way. No, not just any of that. Now that's a big factor in itself. But I'm talking about when it really comes to speaking on matters, man, that need to be speaked on, and not caring about ridicule, judgment, opinions, because that's gonna happen, right? No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth, right? Let me repeat that for you guys. No one is more hated than the man who speaks the truth, than he who speaks the truth. Okay? So when you walk with a mentality like that, right? That's when you can officially say that, you know what, I'm a soldier, right? I've always seen myself as a kid growing up, just to go off topic just a slight bit, but still tie it all together. I knew I was always destined for greatness. I always knew that at some point I was going to end up seeing what the world is becoming slowly, each and every single day. People getting scared, people realizing, oh man, you know, this is going on. What am I going to do? Oh, you know, I'm so afraid. I need someone to protect me. I need someone to save me, man. Ain't no one coming to save you. You need to save yourself, right? You need to save you. So we got to stop relying and depending on people in our communities, especially those who are the main biggest ones, you know, on this freaking platform that people just worship, right? They bow down and kiss their freaking boots, man. You shouldn't be worshiping nobody but yourself. And I know a lot of people out there, you know, who are Christians and all that ain't going to want to hear that. But you are the light, man, right? The light is within you. You're the source of everything. You're the reason for everything that's going on in your life, right? So step up, man. Take charge. Use your voice. You guys talking about, oh man, you know, my voice was enhanced. It became deeper and all this and that. I became more assertive and more dominant, man. If you became dominant, you're going to get your behind out there, man. And you're going to start letting people know, I ain't finna let you get away with this. What you're doing is wrong, and I'm going to say something about it. If you don't like it, that's too bad, right? But see, so many guys are afraid to speak up, man, and use their voice, display what true masculinity is, and that's just simply being a man, right? That's just simply doing what you got to do, man. Not being afraid, not being scared to say something when you see someone doing wrong, when you see someone spreading misinformation, seeing somebody who's lying. You just don't let them get away with that, man. You let them know, no, I'm not going to let you keep deceiving the people. What you're saying is nonsense, it's bull, right? But that's just the kind of righteous spirit that I am. You know, I always had that, I forgot what the word was, but that combative spirit, right? That spirit that says, you know what, nah, man, I'm a soldier. I know what I came here to do, and I got to do it, right? I'm not afraid. You know, I'm going to let people know that this right here, what's going on, man. Yeah, people think that's okay. People going to let them get away with it. People going to let them, you know, think that, oh, man, it's not that big of a deal. But guess what? It's a lot more big of a deal, right? Dirty things get done in the dark all the time, man. Just tired of guys, man, just talking about the same old things and not really moving forward in our community, right? We need to do better, guys. Seriously. If no one else is going to say it in the senior retention community and, you know, and all this other stuff, man, I'm going to say it, right? And yeah, sure, you're going to have some people out there, they ain't going to want to hear this, man. They're going to be like, oh, man, that's nonsense, BS. He one of them guys. Man, I can give it less what you think, okay? The point is that my mission here is to inform my brothers, man, who really support me, the elders who support me. They see a young man trying his best. Just the fact that you're trying and you're getting out there and you're doing what you got to do. You're stepping up as a man. Even if you're young right now, just the fact that you are trying, man, salutes to you. Much love to you. Seriously, man, from the heart. Because you got so many guys who are afraid, right? They just let themselves be controlled like a puppet, right? They're like a puppet being used by a freaking, what you call it? A ventriloquist, right? Someone's got their hand up your ass telling you what to do, making you believe certain things. It's like you don't got no mind of your own. The world's literally losing its mind. You only got a select few, man, in the world who are aware of what's going on, who aren't afraid to speak up, afraid to point out the BS, the clowns, the charlatans in our communities, man. And there's a lot of them, There's a lot of trolls, too. But hey, man, we're going to get them, right? We're going to expose them. We're going to bring them to the light, man. Because too many people get deceived and think that, you know, it's fine. You know, it ain't that big of a deal. Oh, you know, whatever. You know, maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he's not. Just the fact that I like what he's letting me hear, what I want to hear. See, that's the problem, man. Too many people are satisfied with hearing what they want to hear and not what they need to hear. That's going to get them up out of this place and get them to the next level. It's going to make more people start respecting you because you're standing up as a man and doing what you got to do, right? So for any of you guys out there who are realizing what a true man would do for his community, for himself, for his family, for his few close friends, if you have any at all, I salute you, man. I respect that. That is what deserves respect, man. That's the kind of man you are. I'm right here with you, brother. I promise you I am. So with that being said, guys, I wanted to get that off my chest because I realized that, you know what? It's time to really upgrade. It's time to really start making a difference, man, and using my God-given voice, right? I came here as a man. I ain't no woman. And not to say that to hate on women, because I love women. We should protect them, right? We should worship them, right? They go through pain for 9 months. Man, a woman is who brought you here. Start having some respect, man. Peace and much love, y'all. Don't forget to drop some likes. Let's get this video out into the algorithm, not just to help me out, not just to grow my channel. It ain't about that no more. It's about elevating. It's about upgrading, right? It's about having the people realize the power that they have within them. The voice that you have was meant to be used. Start using it. Drop some comments down below and let me know what you guys think. And do not forget to share this video. I'd really appreciate it, guys. All right. Peace and much love. See y'all on the next one.